Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Oakland Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
Sunday.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Here's Lauletta after the interception. And incomplete to open things up.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Lauletta on 2nd down. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A shotgun snap to Lauletta. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So he needed a little assist from his friend, the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
And now here come the Raiders. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run it here with Bernard. He will not go down.
Have to retake those ankles.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Bortles. And he finds a man with a crossing route. He got 29 yards that time. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Bernard. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Spread right, 72.
On play action, now Bortles. Out to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Play action. Now it's Bortles. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. A credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
On 1st down, Lauletta got his man complete over the middle. It's Stone, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now Lawletta on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Gone! 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 Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now a play fake, and it's Lawletta on the move to his left. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Here's Lawletta now on 2nd. Airing it out for Hearns. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
3rd and 2, Lawletta escaping the pressure right. And this is caught at the 8. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They give it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Lawletta eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Rosas puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
11B, 11B. Lucy.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit!
Lauletta on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Lauletta. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
A 3rd field goal of the 1st half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Morgan. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They'll start on the ground here with Bernard. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Rodgers. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Bortles to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He drops it off for Bernard. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Catanzero's kick is right through. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On first down, it's Lauletta. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To play here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Lauletta to throw. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15th. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lucy.
To throw is Bortles. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Punch right.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. The old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Hank.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
To throw, it's Bortles. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Lauletta. And the Raiders have got him. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Lauletta. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Lawletta looking for a first down throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
The shotgun snap to Lawletta. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Green 80. Green
Throwing is Bortles. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hank.
Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And it's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position, right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks
9 picks, you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Lauletta. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Lauletta again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Hearns left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit! Detroit!
Lauletta looking to throw on second down. Being chased out left. Powerful running. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. It's the former Jet and now Giant, Damon Harrison, in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they'll go with a ground attack here. They find some open field here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 380. Throw that.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Chris Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. From the gun, it's Bortles. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Back now in the East Bay. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Here's Lauletta now on second. And they work this out past the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now they try the right side here. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Jenkins. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So after the INT, it's Bortles. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
You say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. I don't want to make a story where there's not one, but he threw the 3 interceptions last week. Looked a little uncomfortable. He looks much more comfortable today.
Yeah, just 1 pick so far, and his team leads. So now they can play complementary football, meaning if he takes care of the ball and his offense, if they're humming along, the defense doesn't have to be out there as long. He's taking care of his guys on the other side of the ball.
They're enjoying a fourth quarter advantage. Now Lauletta on first down. Forced out to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Lauletta now to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Giants on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
From the gun, here's Lauletta. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play,
Detroit,
3rd and goal.
Detroit.
Now it's Lauletta. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback. You got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Spread right, smack. 372. Mike 22. Move. Don't get nervous. Move.
On play action, it's Bortles. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for the Raiders, and even 60 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Spread right, 72.
Into the red zone, it's Bortles. Underneath, this is Bernard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On play action, now Bortles. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just one conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
Lauletta from the 50. He's going to loft one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield, confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Now a handoff looking right. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, the final 2